Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers as a set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. And the offense has a long field on drive one. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Herbert going to throw on this first play. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the gun, it's Herbert. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's complete. It's Brennan Thompson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. He'll dive for that first down, but it looks like he's just going to come up a little bit short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The rookie, the first-rounder, Darian Price. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
A loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Milroe. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, Milroe. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Yeah! And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Pistol here for Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. He'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st down, Herbert. That is caught! And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 32 yards. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Trying the left side. Here's Mitchell. He's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great. Back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Allen in motion. Mitchell trying to find a crease in that massive humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Mitchell. Good blocking, and he's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown Chargers. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Dicker good with the extra point. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Price. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Price. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
It'll be 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll go with Price. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
Yeah, and a nice run here by Price. And I think there was a lot of concerns, Mike. How are the Seahawks going to replace last year's Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker? He moved on in free agency to the Chiefs. But, you know, that's what great teams do. They find the next guy up. And I'll tell you, you talk to people around this building, they think this young back can be special.
On 1st down, it's Milroe. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught.
17 more yards. That's another.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they give it to Price. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. That's to the running back, Jadarian Price. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And he's gonna go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jalen Milroe, touchdown Seattle. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Davis now to return it. Whoa! He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That one taken in by Thompson. He'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Herbert. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney Thomas. And the Seahawks are going to take possession.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Milroe to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receivers. And it'll be 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Milroe. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Dixon on. He punts it away. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Oh, what an effort from the defense. They forced their way in there, get the stop, and a loss of about 2 yards.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Herbert. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. And that ball incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Price. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now Milroe. Forced to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Defense there to contain the scramble, and they stop him well short of the first down mark.
A 4-yard gain.
Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Mitchell. And he's going to get him out of danger for the moment. He's got the first down past the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chargers.
He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
21 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert now on first down. Now, a deep shot for Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
There are certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
First down, Chargers.
Now, another 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board, and there's an element of instincts, there's an element of understanding offensive game plan, and then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. Oh, the Chargers say they have it. They do. first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. A tackle made by the second-round pick. From the 48-yard line, here is 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Downfield for Njoku. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
To return, it's Shaheed. Nowhere to run that time. Punt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line.
7-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Price. And he'll get about 5.
The tackle by Derwin James. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Second and 5. From the gun, it's Milroe. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he's going to be brought down past the 20. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run from the pistol. It is Price. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the 1st down. A pickup of 9.
4 yards.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They're going to go again with Price. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They gained 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They go play action now with Milroe. Tui Pelotu gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
The ball just has to come out there, Mike. There's nowhere to go with it. Protection's breaking down. You either got to get that out to a check down, or you just got to throw it at someone's feet and move on to the next play.
The defensive pressure was stifling, forced him to throw it away, and it brings up 4th down. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target, and that'll set up 4th down.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks.
The punt team out there for the 2nd time, and that kicks away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
Their own 28-yard line.
The tight end Ertz in motion. A give up the middle for Mitchell. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
At the Seahawks 3-yard line.
Here's Herbert. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it, it takes away a touchdown, man. That stings. So we
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Price. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
Brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now, Milroe, this is a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Milroe on 3rd down. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
And what a clutch throw here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Now, in a perfect world, they'd love to go down there and get points. But at a bare minimum, milk the clock. Leave the least amount of time possible if you do have to give the ball back to your opponent. And if you're this defense, it feels like the time to get off the field is right now.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
On the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Milroe. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play for Seattle. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Milroe going to look to run it himself. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
A run. This is Price. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the give, it is Price. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
No gain on the play.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Herbert. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Trying to find Matt McConkey.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 79 yards. Touchdown, Chargers.
Cameron Dicker for the extra
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Even with 3 timeouts close to 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st down, it is Price. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On the handoff, here's Price. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check, 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 check.
Price trying to work the inside, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now they'll pitch it out here. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, Milroe. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. His kick is good. He got it. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This is first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. We are set for fourth and long.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That is hard. Down the field. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, doesn't get much bigger than this.
Trying to find Brad McConkey.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The thoughts of a comeback shattered there. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They finish off the first month of the season